Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with part 2 of my October book haul. I've got 7 books to show you, so yeah, without much further ado, let's dive in, I suppose. The first one I'm so excited about. The other night my husband Duncan and I went to an event for this book, and it's like a launch event. It was at Topping and Company bookshop, booksellers in St Andrews, and one of my favourite bookshops ever, but fucked it up. Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with part 2 of my October book haul. I've got 7 books to show you, so let's dive in and quit chatting. So the first book I am so excited about, I fucked that up because I made too much noise. Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with part 2 of my October book haul. I've got 7 books to show you and I'm really excited about them, especially the first one that I'm about to show you. So the other night my husband Duncan and I went to a launch event for this book, and the author was just outstanding. She was witty, she was warm, she was intelligent and just an incredible human being. It's Manifesto on Never Giving Up by Bernardine Evaristo. I cannot wait to get to this book. I cannot wait. She did a reading, and just the soul and the energy that she put into it, it was just outstanding. And this book sounds great. It's like a sort of memoir. Oh, here's the tickets from the event. It's like a memoir, sort of autobiographical. But I'll read you about it. I'll read to you about it. One of these days I'll know what I'm going to say, and it'll come from here and come out there, and it'll be normal. Anyway. In 2019, Bernardine Evaristo became the first black woman to win the Booker Prize since its inception 50 years earlier. A revolutionary landmark for Britain. Her journey was a long one, but she made it, and she made history. Manifesto is her intimate and fearless account of how she did it, from a childhood steeped in racism from neighbours, priests, and even some white members of her own family, to discovering the arts through her local youth theatre. From stuffing her belongings into bin bags, always on the move between temporary homes, to exploring many romantic partners, both toxic and loving, male and female, and eventually finding her soulmate. From setting up Britain's first theatre company for black women in the 80s, to growing into the trailblazing writer, theatre maker, teacher, mentor and activist we see today, Bernardine charts her rebellion against the mainstream and her lifelong commitment to community and creativity. And through the prism of her extraordinary experiences, she offers vital insights into the nature of race, class, feminism, sexuality and ageing in modern Britain. Bernardine Evaristo's life story is a manifesto for courage, integrity, optimism, resourcefulness and tenacity. It's a manifesto for anyone who has ever stood on the margins and anyone who wants to make their mark on history. It's a manifesto for being unstoppable. It certainly sounds amazing and I can't wait to get to it. It's also, because we met the author, signed and dedicated. It will become a very treasured possession. I read Girl, Woman, Other in the first lockdown and I loved that book so much. It was glorious, and she signed and dedicated that one as well. So yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait to get to this. I shall pop the tickets back in here because clearly that was why I put them in there, so I wouldn't lose them. But let's get on to the next book. So the next book is this. It's Beautiful World, Where Are You by Sally Rooney. I've heard so many good things about not only this book but about other books written by Sally Rooney. I'm fairly certain I have got other books by her. I'm sure I've hauled them on this channel, but I've not read any. So yeah, this will probably sit on my shelf for ages and I'll get to it eventually. But I've heard really good things, so let's see what it's about. Alice, a novelist, meets Felix, who works in a warehouse, and asks him if he'd like to travel to Rome with her. In Dublin, her best friend Eileen is getting over a breakup and slips back into flirting with Simon, a man she has known since childhood. Alice, Felix, Eileen, and Simon are still young, but life is catching up with them. They desire each other, they delude each other, they worry about sex and friendship and the world they live in. Are they standing in the last lighted room before the darkness, bearing witness to something? Will they find a way to believe in a beautiful world? That sounds just fab, and the design of this book is lovely as well. It's like a table with an apple on it. I love that so much. Let's see what the other side is. It's the floor at the door with letters. Brilliant. I cannot wait to get to this at some point soon in the future-ish, but we shall see. But I've heard really good things. So the next one I've also heard very good things about, and I saw this in Tesco's and couldn't not have it. It is Earthshot, How to Save Our Planet, by Colin Butfield and Johnny Hughes, and it has an introduction by HRH Prince William, future King of Britain. But I love books like this that are sort of like a manifesto of how we can change the world and make the world a better place and reverse the damage that we have created as a society. It's just so powerful. It has contributions from Sir David Attenborough, Christiana Figueres, Hindu Umaru Ibrahim, Shakira Mubarak, and Naoko Yamazaki. The Earth is a tipping point, and we face a stark choice. Either we continue as we are and irreparably damage our planet, or we remember our unique power as human beings and our continual ability to lead, innovate, and problem solve. People can achieve great things. The next 10 years present us with one of our greatest tests, a decade of action to repair the Earth. HRH Prince William, and this is a Royal Foundation book of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. So is there anything else? Okay. The Earthshot concept is simple. Urgency and optimism equals action. We have 10 years to turn the tide on the environmental crisis, but we need the world's best solutions and one shared goal: to save our planet. The Earthshots are unifying ambitious goals for our planet, which, if achieved by 2030, will improve life for all of us, for the rest of life on Earth, and for generations to come. They are to protect and restore nature, clean our air, revive our oceans, build a waste-free world, and fix our climate. Earthshot, How to Save Our Planet, is the first definitive book on how these goals can tackle the environmental crisis, from rainforests to coral reefs, via wilderness, cities, and in our own homes. It is a critical contribution to the most important story of the decade. And the end papers have this beautiful parrot, and it's just gorgeous. I can't wait to get to this soonish. So the next one I have, it was another one I picked up in Tesco's. It was the same day I got Earthshot, and I used to really love this person on Blue Peter. This person was probably one of my first celebrity crushes. Don't laugh now. It is A Year on Our Farm, The Countryside Made Me by Matt Baker. Yes, he was my first crush. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Away from the bright lights of hosting our favourite television programmes, Matt Baker is happiest on the farm with his family, dogs, array of sheeps, doesn't say sheeps, Graham, array of sheep, Mediterranean miniature donkeys, and a whole host of wildlife in the farm's ancient woodland. Being in nature is where Matt feels most at home, but as he reveals, it's also what has made him who he is. Following the changing seasons of the year, Matt takes us on a journey with his family on the farm. We see woodland animals emerge after a long winter of hibernation. Lambs in spring, Hear the dawn chorus in the height of summer and see the preparations unfold for the harsh and wild winter months. Peppered with hand-drawn sketches, unforgettable moments from his TV career, and stories of a landscape you'll fall in love with. From its sun-soaked pastures to 6-foot snowdrifts, Matt offers readers a touching insight to life on the farm and how the power and beauty of the countryside can be an inspiration and source of joy for all of us. I think sort of these two books kind of go hand in hand for me. That's probably why I picked this one up after I picked this one up, because they're both like about nature and the environment, and this is like a sort of every man story, like for the world, and this is like one man's story along with his family, but both are kind of intertwined because they're nature and they're environmental and all that kind of stuff. I hope that's made sense. It sounded okay to me, but yeah, I'm really excited to get to Earthshot and A Year on Our Farm. So the next two are books that I got in a charity shop on a day out with my husband Duncan and a good friend of ours. We went to Dunkeld. We walked the dogs in the Hermitage, which is a woodland area, and it was absolutely bucketing down with rain. I was soaked through to the skin. We went for a bite of lunch, and I managed to find a charity shop and picked up 2 books, and then found out that the second book I'm about to show you had a sequel, so I had to buy that online because I'm a completist. But anyway, let's show you the books. So the first one is this. It's Elizabeth Our Queen by Richard Dimbleby. This is like a special presentation edition, and whoever it was presented to has drawn a picture of the Queen, but this was presented on the 2nd of June 1953 to commemorate the coronation of the Queen. And it's just like a story of the Queen and how she grew up and became the monarch. And that's her, I think, on her 21st birthday, giving an address to the country. But yeah, I can't wait to get to this, and I love collecting old books like this. And I am a royalist, and I'm not sorry about that. So yeah. So the last two, this one went along with the one I've just showed you, and it is Round About 6. And this is Poems for Today, selected by Margaret G. Rollins with illustrations by Dennis Wrigley. Now, when I saw this in the charity shop, I had to have it because I remember having a copy of this and being read to from it by my grandmother. And it just, those memories came flooding back, and I had to have it. I just couldn't not leave it behind. It's a thing of beauty as well. It's from the 70s, and this is like an ex-library copy. When I say ex-library copy, I think someone's probably pinched it from a library. But anyway, yeah. So we have, I'll find some cute artwork. Yeah, so it's got artwork like that, like sort of watercolor, like line drawings and stuff. And the poems are really quite fun. This weird creature here. Yeah, so, and what I also love about this is that you take the dust jacket off. It's the same design that's on the book. I love books that have the dust jacket design printed onto the front covers, because if the dust jacket's damaged, then you've still got the design of the book. It's very aesthetically pleasing for me. It's one of my things. And then the next one is Round About 8. So this is the sequel, and it's Poems for Today, selected by Geoffrey Palmer and Noel Lloyd with illustrations by Dennis Wrigley. So it's the same illustrator but a different set of editors. And then the front cover looks like that. And I never ever had this book. So yeah, this book was, I had the Round About 6 one as a child, but I never ever had this one. There's a dedication in here that says, "To Annabelle, Happy Christmas 1978, love from Lucy, Karen, Sally and Peter." So that's the dedication, and I'll find some art. So yeah, just the same kind of art again as in the previous one. But I'm so happy to add these to my collection and can't wait to get to them. So yeah, that's my part 2 of my October book haul. Thank you so much for watching. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe. and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye bye.